Join me as I try to decode my baby's cries and figure out exactly what they're trying to tell me. When you bring a new baby home, one of the biggest challenges you'll face is understanding what their cries mean. Are they hungry, tired, or just need a cuddle? It can be overwhelming and stressful not knowing what your baby needs, and it's even more difficult when you're sleep deprived and running on coffee fumes alone. Trying to decode your baby's different cries can be a daunting task, especially when you're a new parent. You're not sure what to expect, and every cry seems like an emergency. You start questioning your parenting skills, wondering if you're doing something wrong. Are you providing enough milk? Is the room too hot or too cold? The uncertainty can be crippling, and the guilt can be overwhelming. It's exhausting, both physically and emotionally. You're trying to care for this tiny human, but you feel like you're failing them because you can't even figure out what they want. The cries just seem to go on, and you're left feeling helpless and defeated. You start to wonder if you're cut out for this whole parenting thing. The worst part is, you can't even ask your baby what's wrong. They can't tell you, and you're left trying to decipher the different tones and volumes of their cries. It's like trying to solve a puzzle blindfolded. Hunger cries, for example, are usually short and rhythmic. They're like a persistent drumbeat that gets louder and louder until you feed your baby. Discomfort cries, on the other hand, are often more nasal and whiny. They can be caused by anything from a dirty diaper to a scratchy tag on their clothes. Then there are the I need attention cries, which can be the most draining of all. These cries are often piercing and drawn out, designed to get your attention and keep it. The key to understanding your baby's cries is to pay attention to the tone, volume, and pattern of the cry. If you respond quickly to your baby's needs, they'll learn to communicate more effectively, and the crying will decrease over time. It's not about spoiling your baby, but about being responsive to their needs and teaching them that you're there to care for them. One tip I found helpful is to try to identify the trigger for the cry. Is your baby hungry, tired, overstimulated? Once you figure out the cause, you can start to develop a plan to address it. Another tip is to try to stay calm, even when your baby is screaming at the top of their lungs. I know it's hard, but it's essential to keep your cool and think clearly. Remember, your baby's cries are a language, and it takes time and practice to become fluent. Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get it right away. With patience, love, and attention, you'll become an expert at deciphering your baby's cries, and the bond between you and your baby will only grow stronger. So remember, understanding your baby's cries is not just about stopping the crying. It's about communicating with your baby, building trust, and creating a strong foundation for your relationship. By being responsive to your baby's needs, you're teaching them that they can count on you, and that's the greatest gift you can give. Thanks for joining me on this journey to decode baby cries. If you're a parent, I'd love to hear your experiences with understanding your baby's cries in the comments below. And if you're looking for more tips on baby care, be sure to check out my next video where I'll be sharing some amazing tips and tricks to make parenting a little easier.